Hey guys, it's me again, and today we're going to talk about building a contact list. So we've gone over what Success Club is, we've gone over what becoming an Emerald coach is, what the vital behaviors are, and now it's time to get to work, right? You have all the information that you need to be successful. So let's go ahead and dive right into building a contact list. This is one of your first action-based assignments, and so what do we do now, right? Who are we going to talk to? This can be sometimes overwhelming for a new coach. They're afraid to dive in and kind of get that list going and afraid of what's to come and stuff. So don't be scared. Remember, be excited, guys. You're not being a salesperson. You're simply inviting someone to come in and join something that you absolutely love. You're inviting them into your life, right? Because that's really what it is. Just like you would, invite your friends to go to the park to play with your kids, or a restaurant, or the newest concert that's coming to your city. You wouldn't be afraid to talk to them. So why be afraid to talk to them about this? So here's what I want you to do today. I want you to get a paper and pencil, an Excel spreadsheet, whatever is easiest for you. I'm a paper and pencil kind of girl. Everything I do is based upon paper and pencil. So for me, that's what I'm going to tell you to do. But maybe you love Excel and that's your go-to. Do it on there. All that matters is that you do this. You dive in, you get this assignment done so that you can start actually talking and building and going and running with your business. Like, how awesome is this? So who are you going to add to your contact list? That's literally right here. That's who. Anyone that you want in your tribe, okay? Anyone that is going to be a good fit and that you want to reach out and help, that you're like, oh, this person could really use Beachbody in their lives. They're struggling with their exercise and nutrition, or they're struggling with self-esteem. Like, this would be an amazing opportunity. Or for me, I was having miscarriages, and to be a part of a community where I didn't feel alone, that's why I thought this might work for me, is I had this community. So who do you know right now that you'd be like, oh, I would love to help them. I would love to help them see their worth. I would love to help them reach their health and fitness goals. I would love to have them on my team. Like, they're just like me. I would love to work side by side with that person every day. Never discount anyone. As you're going through this list, sometimes we're afraid. Don't discount them because you're afraid of them. Just because they're the popular girl in high school, guys. Like, I was the one bullied in high school. That I've had to overcome fears of talking to people simply because they were the popular one in high school. So don't discount anyone because you're afraid to talk to them. So go through, who are those people that you just before you even look at the rest of this assignment, who are those people that you can just sit down, jog, just from your own memory, closing your eyes, who would you like to have on your team, okay? Who would you like to help and get them in a challenge group, okay? So that's the first thing you're going to do. The second thing you're going to do is go through your social media friends, and you're going to make a list of 50 to 100 people, and just through your social media friends who you talk to right now, and who you're currently talking to, who you have a relationship, or maybe someone you haven't talked to in a long time, an old college roommate or something like that. So who can you go through your social media list and start talking to them? And an easy way to talk to them, we are getting them from cold invites, guys. Don't just message someone and say, hey, I was thinking about you, wanting to see if you want to join my upcoming challenge group. That's not what it's about. What it is about is starting that initial conversation. So what is something that you can go through and say? Simply by saying, hey, Brooke, I just saw your picture of your trips to Hawaii. Like, we're wanting to go to Hawaii soon. Like, tell me what island you went to. How did you love it? That's going to start just initial conversation of building a relationship. And at that point, we just talk like we're text messaging back and forth, like we're besties, right? And let everything come up just naturally. Go through those birthday friends. You know how Facebook gives you that notification of who has a friend on Facebook? Well, guess what? Every single day I go through those birthday messages and or those birthday notifications on Facebook, and I simply send them a happy birthday message. And I end it with a question. So, hey, Sarah, I know we haven't talked much, but I wanted to take a second out of our crazy day and wish you a happy birthday. Did you get to do anything fun for it? Or do you have any awesome birthday plans or whatever? So just to start that conversation. So simply send them, instead of going to their wall, their Facebook wall and posting, you send them a private message and add them to your contact list, right? Facebook memories and Facebook friend anniversary notifications. Every day, Facebook will give you those memories that pop up on your newsfeed, right? So a year later, things that happened a year ago or 5 years ago on Facebook, you'll get a notification to remind you that this is what happened on this day 5 years ago. So let's say you have a picture of your wedding that popped up and you're going to message someone from your wedding line because it triggered that, hey, I haven't talked to Nikki in a long time. Like, let me go see how she's doing. That's a great way for you guys to start that, building that initial conversation and just getting used to talking to people without ever mentioning the word Beachbody, coaching, lifestyle, anything, right? You're simply adding their contact list and going to start conversations and getting you in their mind. Like, that's what it's really about. So those friend anniversaries, they're like, oh, you've been friends with Sarah for 3 years now, or, send those people a message like, hey, I'm celebrating 3 years of friendship on Facebook, or I know it's been 10 years, but we're Facebook official for 3 years. What have you been up to? Super way to just start that initial conversation. And then your everyday friends. Who do you go and associate with? Maybe at work, maybe at church, maybe in a preschool co-op that you're in. Who are those people that you just see constantly, right? That you're friends with? Put them on your list and just start talking to them and continually talking to them. Just so you're fresh on their mind. And that's what your contact list is about. And that's why we start building relationships just by building a contact list. So you can be fresh on their mind and they can go to your page, see what you've been up to, all that fun stuff. So who are those people? And then people you are influencing. So pay attention to who is liking, who's commenting, who's watching your stories on Instagram, and add them to your list and return the favor by liking, commenting, and, going to their stories and watching them and commenting on their stories and everything else. These are amazing tips for you guys to go through, add people to your contact list, and then get to work and start talking to them. Okay? So how are you guys going to do that? We're going to have other videos too that explains kind of more in depth of how you're going to connect with comments, likes, and stories, and how you're going to build relationships. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, is simply building relationships. So when someone comments or likes on your stories, you're going to go through and return them favor. It's super easy to be, to send them a quick message and say, hey, thanks for liking my before and after transformation I posted. I was super vulnerable. It was super scary. And it was so nice to get a little like to know that I wasn't alone when I shared that. Super easy to do. Good way to, start that initial conversation with someone new. Same thing with stories. Let's say that you are watching someone's stories. Like, take a second and comment on one of their stories. Comment about how cute their little girl is, she's dancing away, or ask a question about how they were, came up with that lesson plan, or come up, ask a question. Like, this is what's going to, start you with the road to building a relationship with someone, to building a solid relationship so they trust you to be their coach. And so remember, we're not selling anything. We're building relationships and asking them to be a part of it. And so this business is super simple. And the more you talk to people, the more engagement you're going to have, the more success club points you're going to have, the more success you're going to have, simply because you decided to build a contact list and you just started talking. That's what you have to do. You just have to open your mouth and start talking, reconnecting with those friend anniversaries, reconnecting with those people who have birthday messages, talking to people you're already talking to, your mom, your bestie, all that kind of stuff. Continually talk and build that relationship with those people. So here's what your assignment is for today, and you're going to do this every single day, and you're going to do at least 5 a day. So I color code them, so there's 5 boxes in each. You're going to write your contact list people's name right here. You go through, you're going to print enough of these. You can print, just print as many as you need on here for each month. So you're going to print multiples of this particular page here, the page 3, and you're going to start building your contact list. Who are those people that come to mind? Who tomorrow has a birthday? Who's a friend book, friend anniversary person? Who's someone you talk to at work or school or church or wherever you meet people? And who do you want on your team? Who do you want to reach out and help? You're going to write their names down here as you go along. And this box is for comments. Maybe you talk to them and the conversation's kind of dying, so you're going to put left the conversation at Hawaii, talking about Hawaii or whatever. Maybe they're interested in 21 Day Fix, but they don't have the money right now, so you're going to reconnect with them later. Maybe they need to wait till after tax season. And so this is where you're going to write the comment, so it triggers your mind because you're going to be talking to a lot of people. So here's how you're going to kind of go through and talk to these people so that you have the tools that you need to feel confident in talking to people. So the first thing you're going to do after you have their name down is you're going to go like or comment on a recent Facebook or Instagram post that they have. Okay, super easy to do. Go hit the like button, comment. That's a really cool. That looks like a really fun vacation. Where were you guys? Stuff like that. Just super easy, just super quick. You can do this a couple times in the next couple days. Go like a few of their things. A lot of times they get that like and they go and stalk your page in return that you won't know about, but they'll go and do. So you're going to watch and comment and ask questions on their Instagram stories. So maybe you saw a picture of them doing homework with their kid. So maybe it's, how did you get your kid not to fight with you today during homework? My kids fight with me every single day. Or maybe you saw an after school snack and you're like, what is that? Like, my kids are so sick of the same after school snack. Like, what is that exactly? You're just going to go and you're going to comment on some of their Instagram stories, and you're going to watch people's Instagram stories. And then you're going to start building relationships. You're going to send that conversation, send that message to someone and connect. Not Beachbody related. You're simply going to connect and build that relationship with that person. So come up with that common ground that you guys have. And maybe she responded to your Instagram story, and you're going to start building building that relationship simply by shooting conversations back and forth. Keep them short, simple, sweet, just like you would a text message, right? Then you're going to follow them up. Okay, maybe the conversation's dying. Maybe, you never want to, pull a conversation. So you're going to follow up with them a little bit later. See, and ask another question about their vacation or whatever it is. And then they're either going to end up purchasing you, or the conversation dies, or, it just isn't quite right now. You're going to they're going to purchase, or you're going to add them to a new month to continue to build the relationship. So you'll see at the very top, it says month. So you can print these for January, February, March, April, May, all through the year. And let's say it's January right now, but the conversation is dying. So maybe I put them in February or March. I write their name down again on my February or March list. I check this off because they're now on a new list. And in March, I can go back and connect with them. Again, I can start with non-Beachbody talk. You'll find that as you build this relationship with non-Beachbody conversations, a lot of times naturally they'll turn to Beachbody because they're watching your stories, they're seeing your posts, they're seeing what you're doing. So a lot of times naturally it will turn to, what workouts are you doing, or how are you meal planning, or do you have any healthy recipes for my family? And that's where you can turn the conversation over to Beachbody talk, right? It'll come kind of naturally and kind of go through that conversation. So this is a great tool for you guys to be able to kind of funnel through and change them. So every single person's name that you write, if they don't purchase, great. If you ask them, they say no, great. If you follow up with them, if they wanted a challenge pack and they say no, great. Go add them to your next month list or a couple months out and just start connecting with them again, right? Just building that relationship and talking to people, because that's what's going to get you into Success Club. That's what's going to build your business to become an emerald to a diamond to a star diamond coach. And that's what's going to increase your income. And that's where people are going to start trusting you and knowing you're not going anywhere, that you genuinely, truly care. Just a quick story to end. My coach is Breezy. I said no to her so many times. I was so scared of failing. She never gave up. She continually talked to me. We connect over pregnancy loss and miscarriages and stuff. So we talked a lot about that stuff. And that's how she built the relationship with me, where eventually I was like, this is what I need. I need a community. I need to work on me. I need to work on me from the inside out. I'm ready. And it took months. And sometimes it takes years for people to finally say yes. But as they see that you're not going anywhere, that you have continual results 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road, that you're still living a healthy lifestyle, those people who say no are going to say yes. So build your contact list and get talking. This is what's going to get you into Success Club. This is what's going to grow your business. This is what's going to make you see results and everything else. So get to it. Have a good day, and we will talk to you guys later.